Hey, thanks for watching this video. There's more at Embark Online. You can tweet me, and there is the Pie Guy. All right, this is 5th grade, Module 2, Lesson 15, and in this lesson we're kind of culminating all of this work that our students have been doing on converting between measurements, and we're just making them all come together in these big word problems. So this is actually pretty hard, teachers. You might want to consider assigning these problems for homework, maybe one problem per night, or assign these problems as a jigsaw so that one student solves each one problem and then they come together and train each other. Don't put too much stress on this one lesson because this is pretty tough. So let's get started. All right, I'm going to explain these problems fairly quickly because you can always use that pause button to pause, catch up, and rewind and watch. So I'm going to go kind of fast, but I'm reading this and we've got two students. We've got Tia and we've got Marta. Let's see, Tia cut her wire. It's 4 meters, 8 centimeters into 10 equal pieces, while Marta, and I'll do this in green, Marta has a 540 centimeter wire and she cuts it into 9 pieces. So what we're going to do is we're going to divide this up. Here's Tia on this side and we've got Marta on this side. So let's zoom in. So Tia is going to take her wire and cut it into 9 pieces. So I'm going to cut it into 3 and then cut each one of those into 3. And hers is 408 centimeters. Now, how did I get 408 centimeters? Well, because it says right here 4 meters plus 8 centimeters. So that's 408 centimeters. Cut into 10 this 10 equal size pieces. So this is actually the one that's cut into 10. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oops. So I gotta fake this. And I'm gonna cram in 1 extra piece, and it looks like I can kind of just say, okay, done. Okay, so there's supposed to be 10 equal size pieces. And the question is, well, how long is one of those pieces? Well, that's pretty straightforward. We're just going to do, let's see, 408 centimeters divided by 10. That gives us 40.8 centimeters, because we know that beautiful little trick of dividing by 10 moves all of our digits one direction to the right in the columns, and that makes the decimal kind of look like it's moving one space to the left. So there is Tia. Now, as I recall, Marta, there it is, there's Marta. Now, Marta has the 9 pieces, so that's where I cut it into 3, then I cut it into 3, and her whole entire wire is 540 centimeters, and we want to figure out one wire. So that's going to be 540 centimeters divided by 9 equals 60 centimeters. So there we go. We now know that each one of Tia's is 50.8 centimeters, while each piece of Marta's wire is 60 centimeters, and we want to know how much longer is Marta's wire than Tia's. So all we have to do is take 60, subtract 40.8, and that's going to give us our answer. So 60 subtract 40.8, and right here there's nothing up here, so we need to put our 0 right there, and we got to do some regrouping. That becomes 10, so that becomes 9, and this becomes 10. And so what do we end up with? Well, we end up with 2/10, 9 ones, and 1 10. So the answer is 19.2 centimeters is how much longer each one of Marta's pieces is than Tia's. So here J needs 19 quarts more paint for the outside of his barn than for the inside. So you got the outside, and let's see, you've got the outside, and you've got the inside. And so let's draw that. So outside and inside. And so I like to draw when we have two characters like this. And in this case, our characters are outside and inside. And I start by drawing the same exact length bar, but then it says 19 more for the outside than the inside. So that means I need to actually extend the outside, and this is 19. And then it says he used 107 quarts in all. I'm going to put Q here. Q. So now the question is, how many gallons of paint will be used on the inside? So we want to know right here, what's this length right there? Well, we can see that this piece and this piece are the exact same, plus 19 is going to give us 107. All right, so I'm going to call this X, and I'm going to call this X. So I can see we've got X plus 19 is going to give us our 107. So I'm going to subtract 107 and the 19. So 107 subtract 19. Oh my goodness. Gives me 88. So that means these two pieces right here, these two pieces have to equal 88. And that's because 88 plus 19 gives us 107. Well, if these two x's, if these two pieces have to equal 88, well, that means one of these little x's has to be 44 because we divide by 2. So the inside says, the question is, how many gallons will be used on the inside? Well, it's 44 quarts. All right, so 44 quarts, quarts is on the inside. That's this piece right here. So the question is, how many gallons is that? Well, 44 divided by 4 gives us 11. So it's 11 gallons because there's 4 quarts in each gallon. String A is 35 centimeters long. String B is 5 times as long as string A. So we have two characters here. We have string A and we have string B. Now I'm going to start by drawing that. In string A, I want to do it in black. So let's delete black. Let's make that black. There. Black. And it says string A is 35. String B is 5 times as long. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you get that? Here's 1, and then B is 5 of those A's. All right, so, but we know that this piece is 35 centimeters. So string B is going to be 35 times 5. I don't know if that's going to be important, but let's see. Then it says, both are necessary to create a decorative bottle. Find the total length of needed for 17 of these. So what this drawing right here is, this is one bottle. This equals one bottle. So one bottle is, I don't like the equal sign. Let's do is, or requires. That's another way we could have said it. Let's see, it's going to be 35 times 6. So that's 210 centimeters. because 35 times 6. Now, why did I do 35 times 6? Well, this is 35, this is 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, so that's 35 times 6 is one whole bottle. So this entire thing right here, this whole thing right here represents one bottle, which is 210 centimeters. We need 17 of them. So now all we have to do is 210 times 17, and that's going to give us our answer. And I'm not going to get a calculator. I'll let you guys figure that out. And our last problem, a pineapple is 7 times as heavy as an orange. The pineapple also weighs 180 grams more than the orange. Okay, so we've got our two characters. What are our two characters? We got a pineapple and an orange. All right, so, and we're told that that pineapple is 7 times as heavy as the orange. So we've got our pineapple and we've got our orange, and we know that the pineapple, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, is 7 times the length of an orange. 7 times as heavy as an orange. So we're going to use 7 units compared to the 1 unit. And there's our 7 times as heavy as an orange. Now it says the pineapple also weighs 870 grams more than the orange. So what they're saying is these units right here are equal to 870 grams. So if we wanted to know how big each unit is, all we would have to do is 870 divided by 6. And we're doing 6 because these 6 are the more than the orange. All right, so 870 divided by 6. Oh, what is that going to be equal to? 135. 135. So that's 135 grams. I think I'm right. Let's see. 6 goes into 870. Let's see. 1 time. Bring down the 7. 6 goes into 27 4 times, so that's 24. 6 goes into 35. Oh, so it's 145. I'm glad I checked. 145. So each one of these is 145. 145, 145, 145, 145, 145, and 145. So that's a lot of 145s. So first question, what is the total weight of the pineapple and orange? And it says in grams. Well, we already have grams. All of these are grams. So all we need to do for part A is do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So is 145 times 8. And that will give you your answer in grams. Now, question B is express that weight in kilograms. So B, all we have to do is take our previous answer and divide it by 1,000, and that will give us our kilograms. And I'll let you do that because you can use a calculator or you can do that kind of math in your head. I think the hardest part is understanding what the picture looks like. And that wraps up a fun one. That's 5th grade, Module 2, Lesson 15. The students are using word problems as the context to convert measurements. And parents and teachers, the real trick on this lesson is knowing how to draw whatever the picture is for that context.